Yeah. We're gonna play.
First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. And double honors to the elders, apostle, GMS who rule well. Salute you brothers pushing this word and truth, sincerity, strength, power, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Right? We are here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked, destructive kingdom and gather the nation of Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans by the word and power of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, you know. And salute you sisters out there that's listening and learning too, right? And we're gonna start off and let me see what I got. Let me see, hold on. Let me see what I got here. Let me see what I got. All right, we're going to run with that. We're going to start off in Matthew 24. I got something loaded. We're going to start off in Matthew 24 first.
All right, this is
start at the top.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahawashi went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. Verse 2. And Yahawashi said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Yeah. So start back up.
All right. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And Yahawashi went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple, the buildings of the temple. Verse 2. And Yahawashi said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
So we're going to link that up with what? Micah 3 and 12 and see what we got there.
All right, this is Micah chapter 3 verse 12. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be blown.
Plowed.
Select. So Micah chapter 3 verse 12. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest.
Okay, read it one more time for me, Carl, and read it.
This is Micah chapter 3 verse 12. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field.
So when you look up the word plowed, it means to cut in two. Okay? So they're just like when somebody plowing the ground, they cutting into the ground. Okay? Go ahead.
And Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountains of the house as the high places of the forest.
So when you look up the word heaps, it means ruin. So what this explaining to you is Jerusalem was going to be cut in two and ruined. Okay? That's how it was going to be thrown down. It was going to be thrown down by the Romans. Okay? It was going to be thrown down by the Romans. So read that again for me.
This is Micah chapter 3 verse 12. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest.
So Zion is the Hebrew word to Zion, which means monument or memorial. So that's another name for Israel. Okay, Zion. Okay, go ahead, bro. That's it on that?
Okay.
All right, so I wanted to link that up. I wanted to link that up with Matthew's 24 and 2 to show you that that's actually talking about Jerusalem, and it's dealing with 70 AD. Okay. So go back to Matthew.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 2. And Yahawashi said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
So we know that it's talking about 70 AD. Okay, that's why we linked it up with Micah 3 and 12 to give you the understanding of that. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
In the what world? The age of Esau. Okay, that's what that's going into. The age of Esau. When is Esau age gonna end? Okay, and when was Yahawashi gonna show up? So the disciples was trying to figure it out. They was trying to get answers out of Yahawashi. Okay, while he was on the scene. You know, they had questions for him. They was trying to get answers, man. They was trying to figure out when the kingdom was gonna be set up. Okay, and even they asked him when you read in the book of Acts, the first chapter, they asked him there too. They was trying to figure it out, man. Hey, when we gonna get back in power, man? You know, while he was on the scene. But go ahead, bro.
All right, verse 4. And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Yeah, take heed that no man deceive you, because there's gonna be a lot of deception out there. So you got to take heed that no man deceive you. There's gonna be a lot of deception out there, man. You know, and he knew that, and it was deception back then, and it's still deception today. Go ahead.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
Yeah, so people was popping up left and right as if they popping up today, as if they're anointed and they can save the nation of Israel, but they ain't. See? See? And while that deception is happening, Israel always look towards them other nations as if them other nations can save them. Okay? Matter of fact, if you want to get that Lamentations 4, it might be Lamentations 4 and might be 17 or 19, somewhere up in there. Lamentations 4, verse 17 or verse 19, but I'll look to make sure. Somewhere up in there. Might be 19. Lamentations. Just to prove my point, how Israel always looked for other nations. And Israel was well, it's gonna be.
Yeah, come.
You see it?
It's I think it's as for us.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Lamentations 4 and 17.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
See, so Yahawashi was warning the elect back then. Start with the disciples; they was part of it. They were of the elect. But I'm just saying it in the. I'm just broadening it for you, because when you read that, it was the disciples and Yahawashi talking. But today, it's for the elect of Israel. Okay. So that they may understand this truth that we are breaking down to them in the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. So, looking at that, it was going to be a lot of deception brought forth, and Israel always looked for other nations to save them, okay? But the other nations could never help Israel. And Yahawashi was telling you in Matthew 24, there's going to be people raised up, which they was false prophets, saying that they're anointed as if they can get you out of the condition. And Israel will always look for that, but they were being deceived. Okay? So read that again.
All right, this is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Yeah, Biden ain't gonna help you. Donald Trump ain't gonna help you. Edomites ain't gonna help you, man. Okay? You Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? That vaccine ain't gonna help you. Okay? It ain't gonna help you, man. Okay? To get you out of these situations that you in, to where things will go back to normal. It ain't never going back to normal, man. That's all the smoke screen, man. It's all the smoke screen, man. Okay? The only one can get us out of this condition is YAHAWASHI, man. Bottom line, man. Go ahead, bro.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Okay, go back to Matthew 24.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 24. It's verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
Shall deceive many. 2/3 gonna be deceived, man. 2/3 of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna be deceived because they look towards other nations for help instead of Yahweh Shem Shah, their true power. So they gonna be deceived, man, thinking somebody's gonna be raised up to help them and get them out of the condition that they in. Because Jake need help, but they looking towards the wrong people for help, man, because of the condition that they in. Because Yahweh Shem Shah put curses on this as a nation of people, man. So yeah, Jake in a predicament, man. Okay? Jake in a predicament, and you had all them people lined up over there in Texas and New Jersey. Okay? I think I seen some information on New Jersey, but I know it was in Texas. You know what I'm saying? All them people lined up at the food bank, man, trying to get food, man. You know? And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans was celebrating Thanksgiving, which is not for you, man. Them days, them so-called holidays are not for you, man. Okay? It's not for you to celebrate. Okay? You're supposed to celebrate Purim, Hanukkah, the Passover, the Feast of Tabernacles, you know, the Day of Atonement, you know. I think I mentioned Purim, you know. And like I was saying, Hanukkah, the Passover, the Day of Atonement, the Sabbath. Those days you're supposed to uphold, man. Not no Thanksgiving, man. That's a slaughter of your brethren, man. Okay? The indigenous tribes that was on this land, man. Okay? Which were your brethren, man. Okay? You ain't supposed to celebrate that. And there's information out there that tells you that the origin of Thanksgiving. You just need, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans need to do some research, man. Okay? All that Google and all that YouTube, and you ain't did no research on the origin of Thanksgiving, man. Don't make no sense, man. And then if you do find out, you want to still continue to uphold it, man. You better repent for the Most High put you to death, man. Okay? Jeremiah the 10th chapter say, learn not the way of the heathens, man. You don't celebrate that. But go ahead, bro.
All right, this is verse 6.
You don't celebrate no Christmas either. You need to read Jeremiah the 10th chapter. Okay? Tell you that. Not celebrate no Christmas. Go ahead.
It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Okay, you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. I said I had something loaded, so I'm gonna let this come out through the Spirit. Power Yahweh Shem Shah. But read it one more time for me, bro.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
See what you got? But the end is not yet. See what you got right here?
Protesters took to the streets of Tehran Saturday, burning US and Israeli flags and chanting, no compromise, no surrender, just war with USA. Iran's supreme leader promised retaliation for the killing of the Islamic Republic's top nuclear scientist, Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, who Western and Israeli governments believe orchestrated a secret Iranian program to make weapons. Fakhrizadeh was killed on Friday when he was ambushed near Tehran, his car sprayed with bullets. He He was rushed to hospital where he later died. Iran's President Hassan Rouhani was swift to blame US ally Israel for the assassination. He told a televised cabinet meeting that the Islamic Republic would respond, quote, at the proper time. Israel's N12 news channel says Israeli embassies have now been put on high alert, but the country has declined to comment on the attack.
So see what you got? So see, that's what's going on. Okay? So what is that? Rumors of war. Okay? That's what you got going on, man. So you see it. Okay? So read that for me one more time, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
So those rumors of wars must come to pass until it erupt like a volcano. You see? Go ahead.
But the end is not yet.
But the end of Esau's world is not yet, man. It's not complete. Okay? Go ahead.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
What you see in the world, man. Nations against each other, man. Kingdoms against each other, man. It's part of prophecy, man. It's happening right before your eyes, man. It's not hid. We see it clear as day. Go ahead.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah. So you got a situation. I just want to show this too. You got a situation over there in London. This what's going on in London as we speak right now. That's what's going on over there in London. They protesting a lockdown over there. See that right there, bro? That's what's going on in London right now. When was this video put up? Let's see. Let's see. 6 hours ago. See? That's real. So this was, according to this was 6 hours ago. This video was put up. Hey man, you get the news fast these days, man. See that?
Here today. Tell me what law I have broken. You cannot tell me.
See? So they protesting the lockdown over there. Okay? So I want y'all to see that right there. So read that for me again.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
There shall be famines. Look at here. Check this out.
Reopening will depend on how cases are going in your county. You are asked to stay at home, though a lot of the places you could go are about to get shut down anyway. This after Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham delivered grim numbers today. News 13's Rachel Knapp explains the changes to the public health order.
At the breaking point, quite frankly, this last week we have been managing through breaking points, and we cannot continue to do that.
Starting Monday, New Mexico will be under a 2-week shutdown in hopes of stopping the spread of the coronavirus. And all New Mexicans are told to stay home unless they have to go somewhere essential. The public health order will have some of the toughest restrictions we've seen since the pandemic hit New Mexico in March. Indoor and patio dining will stop at restaurants and bars, and they will be limited to only takeout and delivery. Non-essential businesses like salons, gyms, and non-tribal casinos must stop in-person activities. Outdoor facilities like tennis courts, zoos, state parks, and golf courses also must shut down. Although grocery stores and big box stores will remain open, fewer people will be allowed inside the stores at a time.
So you'll see a theme here with either 25% of maximum occupancy or no more than 75 customers in the store at one time, whichever is smaller.
This shutdown will be in effect through November 30th. Afterwards, the state is implementing a 3-tier category system using public health data to establish reopening.
So see, they changing the way you people live your life. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, bro. I couldn't hear you. Hold on. What'd you say?
I said no matter how everybody try to what they try to claim, we all Moors, bro. It's all love. I salute y'all for y'all crown.
Nah, we ain't no Moors, man. We ain't no Moors, man. Huh? I can't hear you.
He's upset.
He's upset because he don't understand the truth.
He said something about that we're out here trying to separate, but we're all Moors.
He confused, man. He confused, man.
He said something about y'all out here saying all this bullshit or something like that.
Yeah, he condemned himself. But I want to show you something else. He out of there. Yeah, he out of there. We ain't no Moors, man. See, Jake, like the scriptures say, ever learning but never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Yeah, you learn all that stuff dealing with laws and all that stuff, but that stuff ain't gonna save you, man. Okay? I wanted to show this right here.
For 2 weeks